For Mang's campfire breakfast, you will need a sausage, a piece of bacon, which will need to be cut so that it fits inside the pan. And then to make the hash browns, we're going to need mushroom sliced. That's not the hash browns. That's me getting confused. Now to make the hash browns, we're going to need a potato, a red onion, a teaspoon of garlic granules, a teaspoon of egg powder, a pinch of smoked paprika, some salt and some pepper, and to pull all of this together we're going to need a pan. Then we grate the potato and the onion onto a clean tea towel. When we finish grating, we try and get as much of the potato and onion off the grater as we can while being careful not to grate our fingers. And then fold them all into the middle of the tea towel. We're then going to wrap them in the tea towel and try and squeeze out as much water as we can. I'm just going to do this over the sink. Now we've got this as dry as we can, we can put the dry ingredients in a bag and use a spoon to put the rest in. The potato and onion mix. With all the ingredients in there, we can mix it up, give it a good shake, get all the ingredients combined. Now the final bit of prep that can be done the night before is we're going to pop a knob of butter in to go with the mushrooms, and then we're going to prepare the pan. Now this video was called Breakfast with a Zebra. One of my early camps in 2016 was the Cubs 100 camp. It's the only camp when I've been working at dawn. It's about 4:30 as the sun creeps lazily over the horizon to the sounds of lions roaring. Normally on camp it's the cubs that wake me up as soon as the sun comes up, but on this camp, because we were at West Midlands Safari Park, it was lions roaring. I thought, how cool is it to have breakfast with lions and tigers and zebras? Well, today I can have breakfast with a zebra, because what I've got is a zebra pan. It's a clever little pan, and this is going to come in handy for the poached egg, because it comes in two parts. We've got a frying pan and we've got a main pan. So the final bit of prep that I'm going to do is I'm going to put a drop of oil in the potato mix, and then I'm going to put a drop of oil in my pan, and that will keep everything from sticking to the bottom. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the pan of water on to boil, and that will become important later, and because no morning's complete without a coffee, we'll get the coffee pot on as well. The water in here has started to simmer now, so we can put that somewhere safe for later, and we're ready to start cooking breakfast. Now the sausage is the thing that takes the longest, so that goes in first. That's the sound of the coffee coming to a boil. So we will take that off. Now you don't need to use 2 pans to do this, but because 2 stoves to do this, because I've got 2 stoves though, I'm going to put the water on there to keep the water warm, which means I get breakfast a little bit quicker. Now this sausage looks quite well cooked, but one little tool I take camping with me is a meat thermometer. And if we shove this meat thermometer in, I'm only getting about 40 degrees, it needs to be 72 degrees before it's finished cooking, so that needs a little bit longer. But it's probably cooked enough for me to get the bacon in. Now we can add the mushrooms and that big knob of butter. That'll go nice with the mushrooms. Got to keep moving this around the pan, make sure it doesn't stick. With cooking on a fire, even in a little stove like this, you get hot spots in the pan. It bits the pan that are hotter than others. You don't get that when you're cooking on a hob. So you just got to keep moving things about. Check on that sausage again. So we're up to 67 now, so we're getting there, and the sausage is going to carry on cooking all the time we've got everything else on. I think we're about ready to get the hash browns in. They'll take a little while to cook. Undercooked potato won't do you any harm. It doesn't taste particularly nice. Gonna break out the big lids for this. To flatten that potato down and hold that steady while I do it, because this base isn't very secure. Might have got my timings a little bit wrong. I might be finishing my coffee before I've got everything cooked. If that's the case, I can always make another cup of tea later. This is quite a small burner. This is off Amazon. It's quite a small burner, but you can actually put a bigger pan on and do breakfast for 2, 3, possibly even 4, depending on the size of the pan. It throws out quite a bit of heat, which is useful. The smaller, this is a wood gasifier stove. Because of its size, you wouldn't really want to put a pan on much bigger than that, because if the ground isn't perfectly flat, it won't be very stable. Right, we're now at 74. Oh, 76 in that spot. So everything in that pan is now cooked. Now this is where the magic happens. So we're going to take that off the heat. So we're going to take that off the heat. We're going to put that on the heat, and what we're aiming for is a gentle boil. We're going to put that on the heat. What we're aiming for is a gentle boil, because we're going to poach the egg. This is quite a vicious boil, but I can't really turn the heat down on the fire because the front box, the airflow box, is already closed. We're going to break the egg into the middle, and that wants 2 minutes. I haven't got my watch on. That one's probably just under 2 minutes. While the egg's cooking, to keep the heat in and to keep the rest of the food warm, we're going to put that back on top and put the lid on. Boiling quite vigorously and causing the fire to split, so I'm just going to put that on the side. The water is hot enough to cook the poached egg, so I'll put that on the side and we'll see how that gets on. Got about 20 seconds left. I'm just going to pop that back on to keep the water nice and warm, and take the lid off. Take the insert out. Take the insert out. Oh, and that egg looks beautifully poached. So I will take that back off the heat, because that is done. So I've just popped the egg on the top there, so we're finished with the pan. That stove's still hot, and everything's still hot. So then we're going to lift this off and let it cool, and breakfast is served. I've moved the fire a little bit out of the way to give a bit of space. Coffee's still warm, so that's good. And now we're ready to eat breakfast. The pan is very hot. I'm using the pan that I cooked in to eat from, so we're going to need to be careful of that. But we've got a lovely, look at that, soft boiled poached egg. We've got a sausage that's cooked all the way through. We've got some crispy bacon, some mushrooms, some hash browns. Yum.